Thought I'd give you a little update on the progress of our icon mural here outside in the east wall of our church. I'm painting the one half of the icon of the Annunciation. This is the Blessed Mother part. Gabriel is behind me on the other side of the wall. You've noticed what I've been doing is working a lot on the what you might call the background, or I like to call it the architectural parts of the icon. You know, the buildings and other features. I'm kind of saving the rest of the Blessed Mother for last, the best for last. Although I do have her flesh parts done. I got that done last season, her face and hands and so on. Then I'll just do her drapery. And we should have this icon completed this week, barring any other interruptions. It's a good week to paint, pretty hot, but it's not going to rain, so I'll be able to have some long stretches of work, which I need. It's going slow because the weather has been the last several weeks off and on, rain, so I have to take down all my paints, take down everything, wait, then set back up again. It's sunny, maybe it's too hot, have to stop. Then it rains again, and take everything out, take everything down. So there's a lot of acrobatics, a lot of gymnastics, a lot of logistics, a lot of what I call non-romantic, non-spectacular aspects of painting an icon, especially an icon mural, because you're working against a lot of aspects of nature and physical things, plus the icon itself. So what I hope to do is to finish this icon this week. I'll bring you up to date on it, hopefully be able to show you the finished icon by the end of this week, so say a little prayer for me. But iconography, especially when you're doing it outside, because you're so engaged, your whole person is engaged. I mean, it's a pretty physical process. I got to be a little bit acrobatic here, believe me, climbing around through the scaffold and getting all the areas where I need to get to. And it's really a metaphor, or as is liturgy in the church. See, that everything having to do with the church, it's art, it's music, it's liturgy, it's worship, really is like the blueprint for all of life. It gives us the principles of life, just like with this icon. You have obstacles in your way of your plans, just like life. You have to engage yourself physically, spiritually, and psychologically in the process, just like with the spiritual life. You have sometimes adversity, sometimes you make mistakes, sometimes you have accidents, things you have to redo, just like life. But it's a work of prayer, just like life is or ought to be. And you move from, when you paint, the process is to move from the most basic foundation and the darkest colors to the lightest and the prettiest parts, all the way to the last detail. And remember, a piece of artwork, even iconography, is not done until the last brushstroke. Sometimes that last brushstroke is what brings the whole thing into focus. It gives you the wow, but before that, it may not look quite right. Just like with life, it's a continual process of our own becoming, from working from the darkness of our sinfulness to the light of our divinization, our theosis, our becoming the person that God intended us to become. It's another word for holiness. And that's why the icon is holy and the process is holy as well. Hope to update you next time with the finished icon.